What's up, everybody? Welcome to Freedom Friday. I'm excited to come live with you today. So I know I didn't really say a time that I was going to go live each day for Freedom Friday or each Friday. Um, it's kind of sporadic because my schedule's pretty sporadic. What's up, Julia? Um, I don't know. I don't like being on the schedule. I do schedule things, block my time. I don't just What's up, Lee? I don't just frolic through the day and react to things. I'm very intentional and proactive, but I can't say every Friday I'm going to go live at this specific time. I just can't do that. I can't commit like that. But I do commit to coming live every Friday for Freedom Friday. So I'm coming live in my office today. I'm actually standing up. I wanted to kind of stand up today and just be a little bit more free. Um, but anyway, so real quick, and I'm doing this on my phone so I can see you guys' comments and be a little more interactive. So if you're watching this live, say hello. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from. And if you are watching this on the replay, let me know in the comments. Tag hashtag replay or something like that in the comments. Let me know you're watching the replay. But what I wanted to talk to you guys today was just about clarity and vision. I think a lot of people, the reason that they don't really get exactly what they want is they don't really know what they want. What's up, Amber? Rock star right there in the house. Amber Wheeler. Gosh, she's crushing the business. Michael, what's up, brother? So, God, maybe I shouldn't see the comments because I'm so ADD. It might distract me. But I'll try to stay. I'll try to stay on track here. But anyway, what I wanted to share with you guys today was about vision and clarity, just knowing exactly what it is you want. And I think the reason a lot of people don't hit the target is they can't see what they're shooting at, if that makes sense. So for instance, well, in the military or in law enforcement, when let's just say you're aiming at something. You want to aim small because if you aim small, you miss small. Be very specific about what you're aiming at. So for instance, if I'm aiming at a silhouette, let's just say when I was in SWAT training for the state police, I was on the SWAT team for a little while. And if I'm aiming at a silhouette, I'm not going to just aim at the entire silhouette. I'm going to pick a spot. So if I'm aiming, let's say if I'm aiming at the head, I may aim right at the nose, right? Because if you aim small, you'll miss small. Or if you're aiming at the chest, sometimes people will cheat and they'll go get they'll get a piece of expended brass and then they'll kind of poke a hole in the target in the chest. It gives them a point of aim, right? Or if you can aim small, you miss small. That's the same with goals. That's the same with goals in life. What's up, Dustin? Good to see you, brother. That's the same with goals. If you aim small, you're going to miss small, right? Don't just say, "Well, I want to make a lot more money this year." Well, how much money do you want to make this year? What is that income goal that you're shooting for? And then you can reverse engineer that goal. So, for instance, if you say, "Okay, I want to make X number of dollars by the end of the year," well, then how much do you need to make in the first quarter? How much do you need to earn in Q1? How much do you need to earn in Q2? And so on. And then you can back into that goal. Well, then you can be more intentional about what it takes to earn that type of money. So, for instance, if you're wanting to say, all right, I want to earn $250,000 this year. I want to earn $250,000 this year. That's my number. And let's say your job pays you 100,000. Well, where's the other 150,000 going to come from? Okay, well, I want to create a side. I want to, start a side business. Okay, so your side business needs to pay you $150,000. How much do because sometimes when you're building a business, it grows compounds over time. So for instance, let's just say you want to make an extra 150,000 this year in your side business. Well, the first quarter you may only make 10,000. Well, that leaves 140,000. Well, the second quarter you may make 30,000, and then 70,000, and then and so on. So you can back into your goals if you have clarity, and you can be intentional about the actions that you're taking to reach those goals. But you got to be very specific, and even more so about the goals that you set. I will tell you this. So, like, I'm looking behind you. I don't want to show you, but I have my vision board on this other wall. and I have things written down on Post-it notes. I'm a Post-it note person. In fact, oh, look at this. My daughter left me a Post-it note today on my ring light, or she left it last night. Said, "Love you so much. Have a good day. FaceTime me." Oh, I thought she was saying have a good Facebook Live, but she said FaceTime me. Love Aubrey. She's so sweet. But I have Post-it notes because I put them on my um, I put them on my marker board. I have a big framed marker board. I'll give you guys. Well, no, I'm not even gonna turn it around because I write personal stuff on there, but it's okay because I'm very specific. I'm even specific about dates. So for instance, I have one of the goals that I wrote. I said by November 23rd, 2022. That's my birthday this year. And I have a specific goal. So not only am I specific about the goals I want to reach, but also the duration of time that I want to reach them in. Because I think is it Pareto's principle? So basically what the law states is um, it's going to take, so how do you word this? The time that you allot for something to get done in is how long it's going to take. So for instance, if I say I'm going to clean my office, I'm going to clean my office this week. I want to get it done this week. Well, it'll take me a week. But if I say, hey, I got 3 hours to clean my office, I want to get this thing just looking perfect in 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever time I said, that's how long it's going to take me because you can compress time. You can get things done so much faster than you think you can. So people overestimate what they can do in a year, but they underestimate what they can do in 5 years. But in my opinion, I think they underestimate what they can do in a year. I think you underestimate what you can do in 90 days, what you can do in 30 days, what you can do in a day, what you're capable of. We have so much time that we don't use. I'm telling you guys, if you wrote down, so if you took 24 hours in your day and said, okay, my job, I sleep for 7 hours. My job takes me 8 hours, so that's 15. You have nine hours left. Okay, you eat. Let's just say it takes three hours. You spend eating an hour for each meal. All right, so you still have 6 hours left a day. A day, 6 hours times 5 days, right? 5 days in a week or 5 weekdays. That's 30 hours unaccounted for. And then you can say, well, I'm going to take this much time. I'm going to take an hour a day for family time. Okay, that takes off. So you still have 25 hours left. Like if you start, what's up, Victoria? If you start being very intentional about where you spend your time and like write this down. I mean, if you don't have even just a look at a glance calendar or something that you can document your days and time block things, even family time. Like say, hey, you know what? From 6 p.m. to 7:30, my kids have my focus. I'm turning my notifications off. I'm going to be 100%, with my children, focused on them. And then that way you're intentional about how you're spending your time every hour of every day. And you'll get so much more done that way. And if when you have clarity about what it is you're trying to accomplish each day. So for instance, the day before, let's just say the night before, you say, all right, this is what I need to get done tomorrow. These are my top 3 non-negotiable things that have to get done. Write those down. Well, when you go into that day, you have clarity about what you need to accomplish. You're going to get that stuff done quick. And then you have the rest of the day, you can do whatever else you need to do. But if you know this is what I got to get done, or even one big thing, one non-negotiable every single day that you have to accomplish, and you get it done, if you got one major thing done every single day, you're ahead of most people. Most people react through the day. They're not proactive. They're not intentional. They're not purposeful about what they're trying to do. They're not deliberate about their goals and achieving those. They just go through the day. They just go through the motions. And I'm telling you guys, it makes such a big difference just writing things down. So for instance, going back to what it is that you want. Yeah, time management. I wish we could manage time, Jason. We can't. It's just going to keep going, but we can prioritize it and, be intentional about it. And time management, time just ticks. Time just keeps stopping. We can't do anything about it. 168 hours in a week for me, for anybody else listening to me, we all have 168 hours a week. You could take the most successful person and the least successful person and guess what they both have? 168 hours in their week. and it just keeps ticking away. So here's a way to compress time frames. All right. So if you can get so much done when you're focused, we lose time by, guess what? Distractions kill our focus, right? When you're in the zone, has anyone ever been in the zone where you're just like, you feel like anything you touch, you just getting it done, and you're just in that flow state where you just accomplish stuff? It's the best feeling in the world, but you have to eliminate distractions in order to get into that zone, right? So that's what I encourage you guys to do is time block, eliminate distractions, and get in the zone. All right. So this is what I want you guys to do. Take tomorrow, for instance. So tonight, this is what I want. Plan out your day tomorrow. Plan out your day and write it down. Write down with just 100% certainty and clarity of exactly what you want to accomplish tomorrow. And then compare that to a day when you didn't write those things down. And watch how much more you accomplish when you write down what you need to do versus when you don't. Because you have clarity. You can see it. You can aim small, so you miss small, right? And then have some vision. Now it's good to have long-term vision. Like, you may have the vision, I want to be the ancestor that changes my entire bloodline, and I want to create a financial fortress around my family, and I want to leave a legacy, right? You may have that vision. That's a long-term vision, right? But you also have to have short-term. You have to have vision for that can hold you immediately holds you accountable for what you're doing every single day. So you have to have like a vision for your week, and a vision for your month, and a vision for the next 90 days, a vision for the year, a vision for the next 5 years. And then a vision for, you got to have vision that surrounds your purpose so that you're passionate about the activity that you do each and every day, right? And when you can write these things down, that's why I have the vision board. That's why I have post-it notes. That's why I have all these things written down, because I want to keep it on. I want to keep that in my subconscious mind so that I know ultimately where I'm headed. That way, consciously throughout the day, I'm making decisions, but subconsciously, I know the end game. I know where I'm going. I begin with the end in mind. I keep that, repetitively. I review that often, so it's subconscious. So I know exactly what I'm trying to get done. And I have the vision. The Bible says, without vision, people perish, right? If you don't have something that you're going for, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing, right? So this is what I encourage you guys to do. If you're taking notes right now, write down everything. Like, get a journal, write down in the morning why you're grateful. Start your day off with gratitude. Open yourself up to receive, right? Because I'm telling you, there's no better way to start your day off than with gratitude. And the night before your day, write down exactly what you want to accomplish. Have clarity, right? You can't hit what you can't see. Like, if let's just say I was going hunting for this deer right here, right? And I just stick my rifle out in the woods and just shoot. Well, I hope I hit a deer. How likely is that, right? You could take the best marksman, the best sniper on the planet, right? And you can blindfold him and say, all right, hit that target. It could be 50 yards away. Hit that target. Well, he's blindfolded. How's he going to hit it? He won't, right? Because you cannot hit a target that you can't see. So you have to see what you're shooting at. You guys gotta have these goals written down and keep them where you can review them often and have absolute clarity about what it is you want. Let's just say you want this vehicle, right? You should have clarity about that vehicle that you want all the way down to the stitching, all the way to the color. If you have something you want, it should be so specific and so. You should know it down to the detail, what it smells like to sit in it. And then you want to know the magic to getting it, the feeling behind that vision. I'm telling you guys, when you can feel it, when you can feel what it's like to have it and know that it's already yours, that's when you'll attract it. And I know that sounds kind of hokey, like silly, like I know how it sounds, but I'm telling you guys, take it from someone who I'm an average person. I was just in the military and law enforcement, right? I was an average student in school, dropped out of college. I was actually an art major in college, dropped out of college. Yet everything that I've wanted, everything that I've gone for, everything that I try to accomplish, it happens for me. Like in the businesses that I've been building and hitting, these goals that I've been reaching for. And the only reason I believe is because I truly believed I was going to do it. Napoleon Hill says, what the mind can conceive and believe it can achieve. I just believed it. I believed it. I believed it from day one that I was going to do it. And in my mind, it was already done. But I feel the emotion behind the goal. I feel the emotion behind my thoughts. And I'm telling you guys, your feelings give your thoughts life. I know it sounds silly. I know it sounds crazy, like the law of attraction, all that stuff. Yeah, you just sit there and think about it, it'll happen. No, not necessarily. But what it does is it causes you, when you believe something subconsciously, you act in accordance to that belief. So, like, for instance, these goals, the reason I say have so much clarity and review them often is because when it's subconscious, you don't realize you're going for these goals even when you're not thinking about it. So think about it like this. I'm going to give you an analogy. Your conscious mind, like your daily decisions and things that you do, it's like, think of it like an ant. The ant's going this way, the ant's going this way, the ant's doing this, the ant's doing that, right? But your subconscious mind is like an elephant, right? The ant is on the elephant's back. The ant can go this way, can do that way, can do all these different things. But the elephant, wherever that elephant's going, that's where you're going. The ant can do all the things it wants to do. That conscious mind can make this decision, do that decision, do this, do that. But whatever your subconscious mind truly believes way deep, deep down and expects, because it's what you expect. So when you have absolute clarity and you expect this vision to manifest, if you will, that's what's going to happen. Because when subconsciously you believe that and you know that in your heart and you can feel it and you just expect it, guys, that's what's going to happen. I'm not just making this stuff. This isn't some just silly stuff that I'm making up. I've lived it for the last 8 years, 9 years actually, but I haven't had a job in almost 8 years. And I've been in this profession. I've been doing, been an entrepreneur for a long time, and I see people come and go and try things and not succeed. And it's like, well, what's the difference between these people that make it and the ones that don't? And I'm telling you, without any inclination of doubt, it is their belief. It's their belief. And they may say they believe it, and they may say they want it, but guys, it's 90% spiritual and 10% physical. And I say that, and I know I've said that before, but it's 90% your desire. It's 90% your mindset, psychological. The how-to part, the physical part of the business is maybe 10% of the deal. It's probably 95.5 because it's all belief. It's all what you expect. It's all how you go. It's all subconscious. It is. I'm telling you. So if you want things to happen in your life, you have to speak it and believe it and think it, but most importantly, feel it. Feel your vision coming true. Feel feel what it feels like to know it's already done. Like when I say it's already done, it's like it's yours. Your life is yours. What you expect, it's yours. You can have it. Trust me on this. Trust me on this, guys. Please. This isn't even where I was going to go with this talk. I was just going to talk about having clearly defined goals so you can be intentional about your actions and know exactly what you're shooting for. But I can't help talk about this, you know, every time I feel like I'm talking about this, how important your emotions are, and that your thoughts lead to your feelings, and your feelings lead to your actions, and your actions lead to your results, because ultimately it's just everything. It's everything. So yes, you do have to have clearly defined goals. You have to have clarity about exactly what it is you want. You have to know what you want. And I do think writing it down takes it from the spiritual world into the physical world. I think that, you know, God says, ask and you shall receive, knock and the door shall be open. All that stuff, it's not just a bunch of gibberish. It's real. It's like, and I think that we can ask with intelligence by writing things down and being specific and knowing what we want and having that clarity about that vision. If we say, this is what we want out of this life, I don't believe God is a God that's going to put all these nice things on this earth, on this planet, and say, you know what? I see Shayna watching. You know what, Shayna? That's just for those people. That's not for you. No, that's not the case. You're capable of having whatever it is that you want. You just have to figure out what you want and spend the rest of your natural life going after that. Because what you don't want to happen is to wake up one day and you're 75, 80 years old, 85 years old, and you're laying there and you're like regretful. You're regretful that you didn't go for it. You're regretful that you didn't try. You're not going to regret the things you did. You're not going to regret. You may regret things right now that you did in your past. I know I have things I regret, little things, whatever, things that may have affected my life. That's going to be a portion of your regret. But the majority of your regret over your lifetime, especially when you get older, you're going to look back and regret the chances you didn't take, regret the risks you didn't take, regret the things you didn't do, regret the things you didn't try, regret that you didn't go harder, regret that you didn't move faster, regret that you didn't have more of a sense of urgency to accomplish the goals and accomplish the things that you wanted. And you want another thing that you're going to regret is you're going to regret letting other people's opinion affect what you did in your life. You're going to regret the fact that you lived for other people's approval and you didn't just do you. You didn't just do the things that made you happy in the moment, and you looked around and worried about, and I'm not talking to anybody specifically, I'm just speaking in general. You're going to worry about that, you were concerned with how other people thought about what you were doing. Screw everybody. I mean, I could say it in a worse way, but I'm not going to say it because I've already cussed enough on these Facebook Lives, and I always worry that somebody's going to be listening to this in front of their kids. So I try to use good language, but I mean, screw everybody. If we're being honest, you got to live for you and your family, and do your best to impact and serve in a positive way and make a difference. But don't live your life worried about what other people are going to think about what you're doing, and how, if other people approve of what you're doing for you. You got to just go for it. But it all goes back to having clarity, knowing what it is you want. There's people that if I said, I want you to write down, if money were no object, and if you did anything you wanted to do, you could not fail. You would not fail. You just do what you want. What would you want to do? Gosh, I don't even know. Okay, if money was no object and you had all the money in the world, what's the first thing you would do? Oh, like, I don't know, pay off debt. Okay, yeah, pay off debt. Now what? I don't know. They can't even, you know, they can't even dream. They can't even dream because their dreamer's been crushed. Their dreamer's been crushed their whole life. When we're kids, we dream and we have these dreams. Oh man, I wish I could do this, and I would love to do this. And when I get older, I'm going to do this and this. And then you go through life and people just step on those dreams, or you start, um, you conform to the masses, and you see people just struggle, and you're like, well, I guess it's just normal just to struggle. And I guess, my parents struggle, so I guess I'm supposed to struggle. Or you just fall into these habits of society where you just go to school and you get good grades and go get a job and go work for someone your whole entire life, and retire when you're 65 years old and take one trip to Europe with your spouse and come home and watch TV for 10 years and die. That's what people just assume life is. And then they look around and they're just like, I can't dream. Why would I dream? No. People bring their dreams down to their income level. But instead, you can bring your income up to your dreams. For 1 second, if you don't think that there's enough money for everybody, they just print money, by the way. Money is an illusion. It's just a transfer of value. It's just energy. It's not even nothing. It's not even worth if we're being honest, paper is not, the dollar is not even worth the paper it's printed on. There's nothing backing money. They just print money. So don't ever think that, if you make money, it has to take away from someone else for you to make money. That's not true. You can become anything you want to become. You can have anything you want. You're God's highest form of creation. You're capable of anything and everything it is that you want. You just got to go, you just got to become the person who can achieve those goals. When you write down, listen to me real quick. This is it. And I'm going to shut up. If you have a dream in your heart right now and you say, you focus, you open your dreamer up a little bit and you say, all right, this is what I want in my life. Like, guys, do you realize, I'm going to go back to this, but do you realize you get one life. This ain't no dress rehearsal. You don't got 300 years left to figure this thing out. I mean, a lot of us lost a dear friend just a few days ago, who we looked up to, a great leader. You know, life is short. If that don't add perspective to, I don't know what will. Life is short, guys. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you what I think happens after we die, or we all have, our faiths and our beliefs, what happens after you die. But I do know this one thing: you will never be you in your body, this person, ever again. So this is it right now. So when you can just figure out what you want for your life, if God put that dream in your heart, then it's possible for you to go. He wouldn't have put the dream in your heart. You wouldn't have these goals and these dreams in your heart if you couldn't accomplish them. They're there for you to go. That's what life is. It's like your dreams and what you want to do, and then go and do it. What else is there of life? I mean, what else is there? If we're being honest, what more is there? You figure out what it is that you want, and you go get it, and you go do it, and you live free. You just quit. So many people they feel like there's somebody's thumb on top of them, or they feel trapped, and they feel like they're locked in this world and going through these motions. Guys, you're not trapped. You're a human. You're a human being. You can go anywhere you want to go. You can do anything you want to do. You don't have to have someone else's approval. You don't have to have someone else's permission. You're capable of whatever it is you want. These people who have this success and living these lives, these these luxurious life of freedom and have everything they want, you think they're that much smarter than you? They're not. They're not. They just knew what they wanted. They had vision, they had clarity, and they just went after it. But they believed that it would happen for them. They believed and expected it to happen, and they went for it, and they just did it. They may look crazy, but because they're going against the masses, but who doesn't? You ever seen a statue built of an average person, of a normal person? No, you got to be a little crazy. You got to be a little different. You got to stand out. You can't be afraid. You can't be afraid to be different. If you want to be average, conform to the masses. Do what everybody else does. Live in mediocrity. That's okay if that's what you want, but I don't think that's what you want. I think when you open up that dreamer and realize what you want, it's going to be amazing. But you have to know inside of your heart, when you write all these things down and you realize what it is you actually want in this life, you got to realize you're capable of doing it. Because if you weren't capable, why would you have those dreams anyway? You can do it. You can do it. So anyway, all right. So long story short, figure out what it is you want. Expect these things to happen for you in your life. And here's how to accomplish them. Become the person who can accomplish them. Well, how do I become that person? It's by your daily habits, what you do every day, simple daily disciplines compounded over a length of time, but growing yourself and becoming the person. Find the people who have the life you want and listen to those people. Don't listen to your broke brother-in-law who's telling you, oh, that thing won't work. And he's, does he live in the house you want to live in? Does he, drive the car you want to drive? Does he have the lifestyle that you want? Who are you taking advice from? Who are you listening to? Figure out what it is you want. Find the people that have it and are living that life, and listen to those people. Get a mentor, find a mentor. There's lots of advisors in life. Advisors are going to tell you why what you're doing, why it will or why it won't work. And advisors can come in the form of a lot of people. But I've said this a million times, and I'll say it again. If you're willing to accept their opinion, you better be willing to accept their lifestyle. Don't accept their opinion unless they're living the lifestyle you want. And just know what you want and write it down and become the person who can do it and create the habits daily to get you there. And it will happen for you. So anyway, I'm shutting up. That was Freedom Friday. I'll come live again next Friday. I hope somebody got value out of this. If you got value, if you want to share it, sometimes I'll pick people who share these posts and I'll send them a Live Free t-shirt. Maybe one day I'll send someone a Live Free hoodie. Who knows? But I'll message you, send it out. So if you like the the live and you want to share it, hey, I appreciate it. Much love. If you have anything you want to comment in the comments, comment. I'll go through. I review every comment. I respond to every single comment. I love engaging with you guys. I love this. This is what I live for. When your passion can align with your purpose, and then you can live that way and accomplish things that you want to accomplish. When you find it, when you find what you're meant to do, there's just no better feeling in the world. I mean, there's just not. I never knew what I wanted to do until I started impacting people's lives, and still I started seeing lives change, and even playing just the smallest role in that. It's so rewarding and so fulfilling. Success without fulfillment is nothing. When you can be fulfilled, man, I love it. Anyway, much love, guys. Y'all have a great weekend. Stay safe. God bless. And we'll see you guys next Friday.